Welcome to week 6 of this class. Okay, let's open a new file of Python 3 on Jupyter. Okay. Last week we talked about we learned numpys that we were working with arrays, and last week we were talking about pandas library. We said that pandas library is a strong tool for data analysis. We can handle all kind of like Excel sheets and all kind of data in that one, and do some analysis and a static operation on that data. Okay, last week I think I mentioned it so quickly. So today, deeply, we're gonna continue and learn many things about this pandas library. First thing, let's import our pandas library. Like all other library, we imported by using this import keyword, okay? Import pandas. And as I told you, if you want to make it short, you just put it as PD, okay? Put comments on top of your code, then you don't forget for which date and for what this code is. This is week 6 and everything about pandas library, okay? First thing about pandas library that we need to learn is that data frame. Panda or all functions in pandas, when want to handle some data, they handle it as a data frame, okay? A data frame which has rows and columns, okay? Now I'm gonna create a data file. It can be anything, okay? And after that, we want to use data frame function to change it to a data frame which has rows and columns, okay? File equal, like it can be a list, it can be array, it can be anything, okay? I'm gonna create a 2D array. Please at the same time code with me. And let's put some numbers in it. And I'm gonna put 10, 12, and 13 here. Now we want to make it so it is just a list, okay? If you want to use it in most of the functions in pandas library, we need to convert it to a data frame. We can call, we use this PD dot data frame function, okay? Open close parentheses. As I told you, we read this line like this: data frame function from pandas library, okay? To do not get confused and keep using this line, we create a variable and make it equal that variable. That variable can be anything. I just call it data, okay? And inside this data frame, I put my file, whatever I had, and I wanted to convert it, okay? Then now let's print it out. Print our data, what we create here as a data frame, okay? Let's shift enter and print. Now you see that it printed out what we had in this list that we created. And initialized row and columns by number, okay? We can also choose and put names for rows and columns. Here, it just came up and put that indexing number for rows and columns. And also it does other things. Wherever it is a missing number or not value, it put a nan into that part. You see, so here is 4 like column, and here is just 3. Therefore, it came and put a nan here, okay? Now let's go and learn some function. Before anything, okay, in this pandas library, we gonna learn how to handle and do calculation and statics operation on big files. Before anything, we need to learn how to handle and play around with a file that we have. Before everything and using that Excel files and importing that Excel files to our data, I want to just teach you simply, easily, how you can just remove something from your part or pick up and access in a special part of your data. So for example, you're gonna tell, okay, I need just data out of that row something and column something, or give me this part of data, not all of them, okay? We're gonna go and learn how to do that part. So I want to put a name for columns that I create. Because of this, I use dictionary. Do you remember that dictionary had key and some values to add it to that key part? So I'm gonna create 2 dictionaries and make them inside a data frame. They should be in a data frame. They should convert it to the data frame to be handled in other function of pandas library. When we are using Excel, Excel is a data frame. It has its own column and row. Therefore, we do not need to make a data frame. Otherwise, it is a other kind of data type. But Excel sheet has a data frame and we do not need to convert it, okay? But other things like list, dictionary, we convert it to the data frame first and then start using that part. As an example, simple example, we're gonna start with these dictionaries, okay? I'm creating 2 dictionaries. I call the first one like file 1, okay? And the second one, file 2. Our dictionary is inside like these curly braces, okay, and has key, so I'm gonna make a 2D. Therefore, I'm putting like A as a first key, column, and inside the list, I put some numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put also second key as a B, colon, and open close braces. So now 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now I'm creating my second dictionary. So I need to name the keys. So here I also make like it has also B. B is equal some numbers, which is can be 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay. And there's another key here, which I call it C. And put some numbers here too, like 14, 15, 16, and 17. Before doing anything and using any function on them, I need to convert them to data frame. Therefore, I'm coming and adding them to my data frame, but before we need to use this name of the data frame a lot. Therefore, I put a variable, give a name to this line, okay? It can be anything, so I put a data1, okay? Data1 for a file 1. And say PD dot data frame, whatever we did before, okay? Frame. Open close parentheses, and inside that parentheses, we add the data that we want to make it and convert it to data frame, which is file 1, like this. Exactly same thing for the file 2, okay? I'm gonna call it data2, which is equal PD dot data frame, open close parentheses, file 2. first function of the pandas, okay, first function actually was that data frame that we learned. Okay, second function is about concatenation. Okay, we want to learn when we have two files, how we can merge them, how we can combine them, add them together. Okay, there is many ways that we can do this. The first one is concatenation function, concatenate function. Okay, let's see how we can use that part. From the pandas library, we're gonna use concatenate function. It's so easy, like other function that we keep using out of all libraries. We say pd dot concate, just like this. Okay, open close parentheses. Okay, concate function from pandas library, and inside this concate we put two data set that we want to merge them, we want to concatenate them. Okay, we put this braces, and then we have this data 1 and data 2. Okay, and then now shift enter data 1, data 2, and concatenate. Array must all be same length. Okay, okay. Here I added, like, for the, let's say in this line, it mentioned that we have problem with this line. Okay, do I need to have 4 numbers also here? Okay, I'm adding this one. So you want to print this concatenated data, okay, that we create. Let's see what we created here. Okay, shift enter to run it. See how it concatenate and merge two function and two data set together. Okay, here A, okay, A, B, C. Yep. It came and add two function, like row wise, like not two function, two data set. The first data set, which is a data 1, okay, this one, data 1, here, data 1. First, it came and put that data 1 row wise, and under it, it put it data 2, okay, row wise. See here, it is all data 1, which doesn't have C colon, okay? Therefore, it came and put that none instead, that means empty, okay? And here, in the second data 2, we don't have A, it put it none, and therefore it added the rest of numbers here. Okay, see? So it's just one easy function to add data set row wise. Okay, what if I want to like add it column by column, like next to each other? Okay, how we can do that? I'm gonna comment this one out, and you can put some like description front this line. Okay, I'm gonna say pd dot is same. Okay, it is same function, but just more argument we are passing to that function. Concate, open close parentheses, like previous one, we add our datas, which was data 1 and data 2. Okay, but here I can add also two more variable argument to this one, which is axis. Do you remember we were keep using this axis? Okay, axis can have two value, 1 and 0. 1 was like vertically, like by 1 was like column, and 0 is row, I think. Okay, and also join. Join is the shape that we are telling that how join them. Like we have for join, we have inner and outer. I'm gonna say inner. Let's see what it does. And let's print out this line that we created, okay? I put all of them inside the print function. And now let's press Shift Enter to run. Okay, see what it did here. First data one, okay, data one is AB, has these numbers AB, okay, it added all here, and then BC, which is file 2, add them here like column wise, okay, attach this one to data one, okay. Let's see if I put outer, what will happen. Okay, outer is exactly the same thing. Yep, here doesn't make sense here. Okay, let's now change the axis. Okay, if I say like axis 0, what will happen? Axis 0 is row wise, okay? Row wise, and when we say inner, it just, what it did, it came up and just joined and concatenate the common column. The common column among data 1 and data 2 is this B. Both of them has this B column, okay? This one also has B column, and added them just together. See? Here is like that B from file 1 and then the rest of B from file 2. Added them together. We have some similar functions in Pandas library. It calls merge. Merge also do same thing. It keep joining and adding two data set together. But the difference is this, that in merge function, it keep adding that common column or row that they have, okay? Let's do that part. Okay. Here we learned this concatenation. Now let's learn this merge function, okay? I'm gonna say pd dot merge and close open parentheses. Now inside this merge, we can pass our argument. Our argument is that two data sets that we want to merge them, data 1 and data 2. So we said merge is most commonly for merging and adding common part of data set, like common row, common columns if they have, okay? Therefore, it has something called on. One of the like argument for this function is on, okay? On can be equal what? I say like they have A or B or something. So let's put A. So this one has A. If I put A and tell merge them based on A column, let's see what will happen, okay? We have also other argument that passing to this function, it is how. So how you want to merge them, like inner or outer or right, left. For how, we have 4 type of value that we can say how is equal, okay? Like that axis. For axis, we had only 0 or 1, okay? Inner, outer, right, left can do different shape of merging for our data. For how, I'm gonna say inner. And now let's print out this one and see what will happen. Print this function. Shift enter. A, okay, we have the key error A. Probably because they don't have both A. Let me put B. So the common column is B. Okay. Columns A, B, C, empty data frame. What happened actually here? The B, okay, we have only B. B is common among them. When we put A, actually A was not comment between file 1 and file 2, therefore didn't give error. Now we have B in both of them, but B doesn't have any common value in both of them. Let's make it like common things. I'm gonna put 5 here to make one value common among both of these 5. And let's see what happened. Shift enter. Okay, now it printed some different numbers. Okay, it came out and print like here in file A, I have B, which B is 5. Okay, I want to show you how it does this one. I put them to each other. Okay, it came and told program print out, okay, a row which B value is common among these two data set that we have. See, B here has 5 and this value is common with this value. Now in this column B and column A, I have also this one, okay, the first row, okay, it printed out the first row which B had this 5, okay, therefore it printed out this 14 and 1. Do you know, it printed out the first row, okay, it is actually this 1 and 5 is the first row of our file 1. If I printed out this one, you're gonna see like data frame, print data 1, okay. See, here 1 and 5 is the first row, okay, is the first row, and here 5 and 14 is also the first row of file 2, which here B is common, therefore it printed out this, the first row where B is the common value among these two data sets. Let's see if I just remove this part, okay, and yep, let me remove this on. We can also pass 3 arguments to this function, okay. We have this inner, we can put like outer, I put outer, I'm gonna do, okay. The outer actually merged data 1 and data 2 as exactly the concatenate did. Do you remember that concatenate, how they did? It just added all together, see? By this outer part. If I say left or right or something, how about that part? I'm putting right now in front of how, okay? Now let's press Shift and Enter. Okay. It printed data 1, A and B, okay? And then C. Okay, it printed out, see, B is the common column. This one has B and also this one has B, okay? Therefore, it printed out this B. From the left side, okay? So data 2 is the right part, okay? When we say this right or left, actually this right and left refers to this one. Here, this is right and this is left, okay? Data 2 is the right data set that we put it, and data 1 is the left. If I say left, it's gonna print all the number of data 1, like A, B of data 1, and then C, which B is common, where B is common. Now A is AB for the first, data 1 is just common, where B has 5. B has 5, okay? Therefore, it printed out just this line, this row. If I put left, See, it came out and print out the data 1, which is the left. This is left and this is right. If I put it, I can put it data 2 here, then therefore data 2 is left and data 1 can be like right side. See, it came and print out AB from the data 1, which is the left data set, okay, and total them. And from data 2, the only where it is common, B has 5, it is common, therefore it printed the whole row of this part, okay, the row 0. Now I merge, let me just have the concatenation totally of them, okay? I want to just do this part and, okay, let me comment out this part. And I want to put a name for this line. I want to merge them and I start working with them better and better, okay? I think this was better one. I want to merge, concatenate them by like column side by side, and then I start working and adding some function to them, okay? I'm gonna put this one, call it like, I don't know what. We can put this one dt. If we want to use this merge function, merge data set, and we can use this one. We just call it dt, okay? Now you learn how to concatenate and add 2 data sets together, but let's see and figure out how we can access to one cell, to one value, to that one, to the column, to the row, okay? And how we can just pick up a specific part out of that. So we said if I want to first everything needs to be in data frame. I made this too in data frame, okay? And this is also data frame. I want to make this one add another column to this one, make it bigger, because when we want to work with this function, it is easier. So I'm adding one more key to the file 1, okay? I call this one C, and C can be equal some numbers like 20, 21, 22, and 23, something like this, okay? Now we have also column C. Okay, let me print out. I want to first print out this one, okay? Print out data 1. Let's print data 1. ABC, why it double? Okay, here I also had that one print function. It double time, it printed out because I had print function in line 12 too. Okay, I just want it one time. See, now I have column ABC and row 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I want to access to a column, to a row. Okay, let's see how we can do that. And I want to print it out, okay? First, I'm gonna put something like this. I want to separate it to do not make a confusion. Okay, that is what. Here, I want to have access to some rows. Let's see how we can access to that rows. I'm gonna say print, okay, data 1, some row, okay, like row 0 or row 1 or something. I'm gonna put 0. Do you remember how we were accessing in also array when we learned? We studied this part a lot, that how we can access to a like value, okay? Now data 0 to 1. What this mean? Okay, I said when we put one braces, this show our row. Okay, when we set from 0 to 1, it just print out the row 0. Okay, now you see this is print data 1. This one is that. Okay, here it came and just printed out row 1. Now we have access to row 1. We can change the data, like what calculation we want to do in just values in data 1, row 0. Okay, how about if I want to like print from 0 to also print out or return to me row 0 and 1. See, if I put 0, 2, it prints 0, 1. It does not include 2 rows in it, okay? But it includes 0. 0, 1, okay? 0 and 1, not 2 inside, okay? See how it printed out when we put 0, 2. If I put 0, 3, it just printed out 0, 1, 2 row, okay? And for example, I want to print out only this 2, row 2. I just want to have this row 2, access to row 2. See, it prints out row 2 for me. Now, how about column? If I want to print out a column, mostly we call the name of that column. Most of the time we put a name, okay, for our column here, especially in Excel. And it is some attributes for us. Therefore, we put that names on it, okay? I want to print column B. Let's see that. Data 1, braces, like B. I say print out column B. Now, it's printed out only column B. See, it even gives information to us that this is, the name of this column is B, the data type is integer. See, B, just printed out B. If I want like C, it's gonna print out C. Remember that it is case sensitive. It should be exactly same as the name of column. Whatever you have here, it should be exactly same, okay? Okay, you learn how to access to rows and columns, okay? And accessing like to a value. How about accessing to a special value in row and column? For example, this row 2, or row 1 or row 2, 2.3. Okay. Then I say the first braces all the time is row, and the second braces is all the time column. Do you remember this one? Okay. When I say 2, 3, that means row 2. This is only row 2, column C, which is 22. Okay. Now we access to this 22. This way, we can access to that individual values inside each cell and do some changes or calculation on them. We have something called a drop. Drop means, okay, whatever I have here, just do not add that one. Drop is not remove, okay? I should tell that in Pandas, when we work with this data sets, nothing is exactly like deleting, okay? From here, you cannot delete because you still have the main file. Nothing happened for your main file of data that you have. Anytime that you call this name, it's gonna print the original numbers. And actually, it doesn't remove anything, okay? It just do not include that part. Drop is like this. I pick up other data, just do not include this part of data. Drop works like this, okay? Therefore, we don't have something to delete a part, to delete a cell, to delete something, okay? We just have like this, okay? I'm gonna pick up these rows or columns and just do not add add this part of rows or these rows or these columns. Okay, keep that part out. Okay, I'm gonna comment these lines out. And now let's go and learn about drop function that we have. Okay, I want to print, okay, what's what I have. I said data1.drop and open close parentheses. Okay, drop function of data1. Okay, from data1 we want to drop something. You say from data1 file we want to drop something, like some columns. We want to drop some columns like equal column C. Okay, if I put column C here, see, this was my original data set ABC has, and here it returns ABC. I mean, hold the data, just drop the column C out of it. Okay, see, this way we just keep out column C. Even I can say, I can add more argument into this function. Like I can say A, and the accesses actually works same thing as the previous one, like column. This is the other way of telling, just remove or drop column A. See, it's exactly do the previous way of drop that we put column equal A. Okay, you can put passing two arguments, say column like A, comma, access equal 1. Okay, it just dropped that column A from the whole data set. How about rows? You learn how to just drop or take out some of the columns. How about rows? Okay, let's go and try to drop some rows. For row, we use this braces. Okay, we put whatever row that we want to drop, like row 2, if we want to drop it and do not display it, do not keep that row out. Okay, we use this. We use braces, and then we put whatever like row index number that we want, we put it there. And we use an argument which is called in place. Okay, in place equal to row. For row all the time we do this, but for column we don't. Okay, for row, okay, we say drop row 2. Let's print out. Okay, it dropped row 2, but hold the row 2. Oh, okay, okay. 0. Syntax error. Place. Okay. How about I think we should put it like this. None. In place to drop. Invalid syntax. Okay, we cannot pass 2 to this one. Why? None, actually it came and dropped all of them. When it say none, it actually comes and dropped all of them. It looks, when we said like drop 1, okay, in place true, it dropped all of them, not just one row. Okay, let's do then this indexing part. There is a other part of this which is indexing. If we put that indexing, let's see what will happen when we put this indexing. Index equal, which this part should be row, and the other part should be column. It looks in placing, actually remove all of them. Columns And let's add some columns. This one comes and remove when we put index, okay? This index, most of the time we use it for row, but not for column, okay? We say remove row 1 and what column that we want, okay? We just put it there, like A or C or something, okay? Let's see, Shift and Enter. Okay, it removed column row 1 here. See, it removed row 1 by this indexing. Okay, therefore, anytime that you want to like remove a row, just put this index for that one. Okay, use index. I just use it like with this bracket. I think it doesn't work like this. And then for column, just use this column equal as we exactly use at the beginning for this drop function. Okay. Now here we can just drop some rows and columns. Now let's go, okay, we learn how to handle that data, how like add to data set and drop some files or concatenate them, merge them, and how access to a specific part of our data. Now let's go, and all of us, we want to like import and add an Excel sheet and start working on that Excel sheets, okay? All you please go to, please download this Excel file. I have it in my computer. I put it on Google Drive, okay? You have it here. Please go and I add it here. Just download it in your absences at work, okay? Download this one. This one, okay? In your computer now. Okay, download this one. You all have access, okay? If you just go to your Google Drive and quickly download this one. I'm adding these links here. Okay, from here also you can have access if you are on that Gmail account, okay? You are on that one, you can just access to this one. Okay, now let's export this file. Just download it in your computer. If you're all set, let's go, okay? I put that files in Drive for you. We want to import this Excel data sheet and start working on this data file. We're gonna use read function from pandas, okay? Therefore, it is pd.read, okay? Read function. Before this read function, we have something adding the format of file that we have. It is Excel, it is text, whatever it is, okay? We say read, underline, like if it is Excel, put it Excel, okay? After that, we say R. R was the mode of reading. We want to read this file. And then put this quotation mark. Put quotation mark. And inside the quotation mark, add the name of this file or the directory, okay? What is the name? Okay, I'm gonna add directory. Most of the time, I don't know, your code cannot find your file. Okay, it was absentees at work. This one, okay? Copy, full, pass. And now I want to paste it here. I want to put a name, put whole this line, equal a variable that each time I can just call that variable, okay? I'm gonna call it, you can call it anything, like call it my file, something, okay? And here, let's go and print out our print out my file. Let's see if we found access to it or not. Okay, just Shift Enter, press Shift Enter. See, with this line, you easily access to a Excel file, and it printed out all the data from 0 to 739. We have 739 rows in this file. Okay. When we have this kind of file, it's huge. Easily, we want to take out some data and get some information about this file from here quickly. We can just do it. Okay. The main one that give a lot of data about information about this my file to us is info function. Okay, we're gonna use info function, so we don't want to open that Excel file and just go and research around that one. From here quickly, we want to just take out some information. Let's write this my file.info. Okay, I want info, open close parentheses, open function for my file. Okay, and inside this parentheses, please write no underline count. Counts equal true. Okay, this is an argument that all the time need to pass. Okay, this is a constant argument that all the time need to pass to this info function to print out the data. Okay, and let's Shift Enter. Okay, it printed out here, so I want to stop printing, hold the file. Here it keep printing, hold the file. Okay, and now, okay, print out this. myfile.info, print out the name of each column, attributes that I have. Okay, it gives the attribute, the name of the attribute that I have. Total 14 columns I have, and range index is 740 rows from 0 to 739. Okay, it gave all data, and it say the name of each attribute or column that I have, and say how many data do I have inside each one, and what kind of data I have there. It is integer. Say they are integer, and I have these attributes there. Okay, nice. So quickly we could gain some useful data of that from that Excel file. See, the other things is this shape that we learned before. Shape is just printing out the shape, how many row, how many column your file is. My file dot shape. Okay, my file dot shape. See here, my file dot shape just print out this line. Rows, column. It says we have 740 rows and 14 columns. Okay. What else we have? We have now we want to access to row or some columns or some part of our data, as we did exactly on that on these like dictionaries, lists, and arrays that we did before. Exactly, we do same thing here. I want to access to some rows. Okay, I'm gonna say my file for rows is we're using this braces. Okay, row is from 0 like to 4, 0 to 10, 0 to something. Let me put 10. Okay, here you see it came and print out nicely a chart for me. We show all the data. It shows all the data from 0 to 9. Okay, it's the 10 rows that I wanted to print out and see it. Nicely, it printed out all of them. See? Okay. This way we can like access to some data. How about if I say 1, 2, it's just printing out the row 1 from my Excel file. So cool. So nice. See? just print it out. Row 1. How about columns? So we learn how to print out columns. For columns, we're supposed to just call the name of that column. So we have here we have age, we have education, we have many things. Let's print out seasons, okay? Okay, here, see? Here it printed out all season. 1, 3, okay? Some numbers on this file. So we say season 1 is like winter, season 2 is spring, 3 is like summer, and 4 is fall. Okay, it's like that. It was a kind of survey, the way that we put data in Excel file. Okay. And what else we can do? Like printing rows, we learn how to access to the specific rows, how to access to a specific column. If I want to add more column, okay, I'm gonna do like add age also. Key error, age doesn't exist. Okay. Key error, it doesn't recognize age. I'm gonna delete this one. There was some to accessing to head or to accessing some rows and a specific part of data, we have something else. Rather than like adding to this braces, we have something that call it just head and tail. Head and tail do exactly the same thing, just print out a specific part for us, okay? Like how? Let me show you my file dot head. This head print out the 5 first row out of our data Excel file. Okay, see how nicely 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can pass some argument here. If you put other number, it changed the number 5. Okay, like 5 rows. If I say 15, it will print out that 15. I'm gonna comment out these lines, keep printing out again and again this part. Okay. Now it just printed out the first row, 15 first row. If I put tail here instead head, if I put tail here, tail do like print out the 15 last rows of our out of my data, like tail. Okay, like this. See, it just printed out the last like 15 rows. The other kind of functions that we have, like it's a little static function that we have, like mean, median, a standard deviation, and that kind of a statistical function that we have. Okay, we're gonna quickly review them. We have 2 minutes more. I'm gonna just show the count. Okay, count exactly do same thing. See, it count how many data or value we have in each attribute so easily. Is that okay? Mean returns the mean of each column. See, mean returns the mean of each column nicely like this. Okay. We are almost out of time. Okay. Mean and median. Let's just try this median. Median does the same thing also. It just returned the median of each attribute. Okay, each column that we have. Mostly in Excel data sheet, we work by columns. Okay. Next time we will work and do more statistical functions on our data. There is some Excel sheet files. Okay, here I added in my slide, okay, this part is the Excel file for practice, okay? There is an Excel file called airfoil self noise in this website that you can download for next time we're gonna work on them, okay? We're gonna work on real data sets. However, I added these Excel sheets also on your Google Drive, okay? You have access to that one. But here in this website, you can find it also. I ask in email that anyone, if has any kind of data that want to do some static calculation on that one, like lab data, if it can be public and no problem with privacy, it can just share with us and we're gonna do some data analysis on that one. Okay, do you have any question? If you have any question, please add it in comments. And if you do not have any question, therefore, I see you all Thursday. You're welcome. You're welcome, Luis. Good, good, Key. If you had any like question while you was reviewing, please email me. Okay. And I think I have some question. Okay, sure. You have my email or here at the end of each class. I'm here like up to 5 to 10 minutes. Please ask me, okay? Nice, nice. Okay. You too, Key. Have a great day. Bye.